order. Um, Looking at the minutes for August the 28th, looks very correct. Thank you, Madam Clerk. There was a lot of information that was talked about in that meeting. Uh, there was, conversation from Mr. Little and Mr. Mitchell, and, I just, go to the first item, which is, the newsletter, and then I agree that the minutes are appropriate. So, Mr. Mitchell, um, have we come to a solution about the newsletter as yet?
No, you were having discussions last time we heard.
No, we had a discussion about the budget and putting some money into communication. And we had a conversation with the treasurer as well. And, so the last time you stated that you were looking into the problem, and I'm asking you now, have you come to a solution?
We have a financial problem. That I can't look into.
Well, I understand that, Mr. Mitchell, and I understand the pressure of that. My household feels that all the time. So that's nothing unusual for me to be a lack of enough money. And I understand the city and where it is. I'm one of the oldest commissioners that's here, and I've seen a lot. So yes, I do understand, but I also do understand that there is some money in the budget. Are you rearranging the budget to cover the loss or the lack of resources? I just need to know what is happening. You're telling me it's not enough money. We don't have money in the general fund. I hear the treasurer talk of that. I hear everyone saying that. But I also see that the budget has money in it already. Not money that you're looking for to get. It's already in the budget. And if that money would better suit the commission as well as the residents to create a newsletter to talk about all the opportunities and the things that are going on in the city, then that is what this committee is asking you to do and have been asking for some time now. Now we've gotten it down to the point where we have a plan, a working plan, and so now the next thing is to put some action to the working plan. And that would cost money. And that money is in the budget.
The budget was not for cash flow.
That money was in the budget and there was a cash flow attached to that. I beg your pardon?
We have cash flow challenges right now.
Okay, we'll have this discussion doing personnel and finance. Because this is not, I personally not understanding where you're coming from with this. Other than, there's always been pushback when it comes to communication out of your office. So, there's always been a pushback coming out of your office
Never.
for communication.
Never.
Then why we have such a hard time?
yell at
Well,
me.
I'm not yelling, but seemed like you didn't hear me the first time, so I wanted to make sure I didn't stutter when I said it. Okay, so that's my opinion. I've been here, I've seen it, it's in color, it's not in gray, it's color. So I understand that. I'll have more conversation about the budget in the newsletter. Um, Chair, Madam Clerk, can we just kind of have an update on the chamber rehab? If they're finished, if they still got some tweaking to do, or what?
Yeah, so they are gonna come back and do some tweaking to make sure that the microphones are aligning with the cameras as far as the YouTube stream, so that we can use the new system to stream the YouTube, which makes it just a little bit easier, because it can be done basically from anywhere at that point. If I'm not here, I can set it to stream and they can just press the button. So it makes it a little bit easier, but they do have some tweaking to do. I know they had a project after ours, and so that they would reach out when they knew when that one was going to be complete to make an appointment to come back in and do that.
Okay,
Because I believe it's some programming issues of the communicating between the camera and the YouTube stream.
okay. Well, that should give everybody that had that question a good answer. Thank you, Clerk.
And sometimes you'll see, I've had some people reach out and say that we can't hear the stream. Go out and go back in and check and see if there's an additional stream, because sometimes I've been running two of them, one with the new system and one with the old system, especially if we're showing something on the screen, because that will actually show up on the computer screen when you're watching it with the new system.
With the new system.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, turn it on, come back in and look for another.
Yeah, if you can't hear anything, it's probably because you're on the newer stream. And that's mainly just so that we can show things that are on the screen. But there coincides two of them at the same time for most meetings.
Okay.
And I'm noticing the camera is moving around, see?
It is, but what I'm noticing when I'm watching the stream back is that it's off a little bit and it kind of looks to the seat next to it, so that they kind of need to align it a little better.
Yeah, it moves, but it is just off a little bit. Okay, so I guess I wanna go back to, is everyone in agreement that we could get comments from the residents during the meeting and respond to them after the meeting?
You saying get the comments, receive them, and then respond?
Questions, if they're asked a question of Commissioner Juanita Higgins, then I would like for it to be given to me so I can respond to it.
Right, and
No, after the meeting.
after, okay.
I think-
In writing?
I think sometimes you might see with that though, is that people that go in and they watch it later will respond.
Oh,
So, I mean, then we've got to have somebody that periodically checks it to see if any further comments have come in.
well.
So I don't think, I mean,
I wasn't talking about that.
yeah, I don't
was
think it's
talking
an
about-
issue of when it's live and somebody comments.
Right,
I mean, that's easy to say after the meeting, Commissioner Henry, so-and-so is asking this. But there are people that go and they look at it
afterwards.
afterwards, and they still have the ability to comment.
Oh, well, I don't think I'm gonna be moving for those. I mean, I got enough to do. But if somebody's live and they feel enough emotion to talk about it at that moment, it's surely better for me to respond later than never. So, do you have a problem with that, Mr. Mitchell?
I'm just trying to make sure I understood the process.
You understand? Okay, good. I think that some people will enjoy that.
Well, my thought is too that if these people have the capability to watch it on YouTube, they probably have the capability to email. So afterwards, I can always punch in, hey, reach out to Commissioner Henry via your email.
We'll see.
You can tweak that as it goes along, I guess.
Yeah, that works out. Because right now, when I see 3 or 4 people viewing them, nothing like it used to be. Plus, we're not clowning like we used to. So. All right, well, Mr. Mitchell, do you have any comments about communication that you can really inspire us? Right now, nobody's inspired.
Nobody's inspired.
No, nobody's here but us that have to be here. There's no inspiration at all. So can you give us something?
There's also another answer.
What is it?
People liking what they see and then not spending their time talking about it.
Yeah, well, we'll see what my email, you'll see what my email speaks when they call me and say, well, why did you ask about that? Why did you do this? We'll see. I'm just trying to make it easy for everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We'll adjourn our meeting.
You can sign